He does not have the legal authority to do it. In fact, troops do not have policing power. So they can't even do the very thing that he claims that he wants them to do. You talk about incompetence. I remember a time in which we had presidents who declared war on poverty. This president has declared war on poor people.
When you get pushback as you head into Chicago from people like Mayor Johnson, what's your message to the mayor?
Get out of the way, because we're going to do it.
Trump's deportation czar, Tom Homan, just threw down the gauntlet at Chicago's mayor. If Brandon Johnson won't make the city safe, President Trump will. We're taking predators off the streets, and if the mayor won't help, he better get out of the way.
When President Trump took the White House, the first operation that I was involved with was Chicago. Brandon Johnson says I wasn't welcome in Chicago. Well, the very next day I was in Chicago along with the task force. And just the day one, Griff, the first day in Chicago, we took 9 child predators off the street. Child sex predators off the street.
Care about solutions to gun violence or homelessness or immigration. They just don't want to see it. They don't want our communities to be safer for all of us. They just want to play on people's fears.
Your reaction, Tom?
It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Now, I truly don't understand this obsession with taking over American cities by an American president. Think about it. We've had plenty of presidents before, and none of them treated U.S. cities like enemy territory. They fought wars abroad, flexed power overseas, kept America strong on the world stage. But this president? This particular president? Oh, he's a macho man when it comes to Chicago, but suddenly timid when it's Russia. Too scared to tango in Ukraine, but eager to play Call of Duty in his own backyard. Here's the thing. Sir, you're already the president. You don't need to conquer cities to prove it. You already swore an oath, though, judging by your actions, that oath must have been written in invisible ink. And now, Chicago is in the spotlight. The mayor, Brandon Johnson, has basically told Trump, back off, gloves off, popcorn out.
So let me just be very clear. He does not have the legal authority to do it.
Right. I'm not talking about the police force. I'm talking about the Insurrection Act and National Guard.
I'm saying he does not have, I know what you're talking about. He does not have the legal authority to do it. In fact, troops do not have policing power. So they can't even do the very thing that he claims that he wants them to do. You talk about incompetence. I remember a time in which we had presidents who declared war on poverty. This president has declared war on poor people. President Trump shifting the highest concentration of wealth into the hands of the ultra-rich, and he's doing it by way of taking away Medicaid, taking away SNAP. I mean, literally taking away food. You know, he has gone after the Department of Public Education, defunding critical resources to our cities. I mean, he is literally plundering our cities as we speak. And if the president was sincere, he would not be declaring war on poor people and going after homeless people. That's a much different posture than what we're taking in the city of Chicago.
And just hours ago, Johnson signed an executive order firing back at Trump's so-called federal invasion.
I do not take this executive action lightly. I would have preferred to work in a more collaborative approach. I would have preferred to do the work with our allies in City Council to pass legislation, ultimately. And we were doing that. We were doing just that. But some of the leaders who we are working with are standing behind me today. But unfortunately, we do not have the luxury of time. We have received credible reports that we have days, not weeks, before our city sees some type of militarized activity by the federal government. Our people have not asked for this, but nevertheless, we find ourselves having to respond to this. I'm signing an executive order today that will launch the Protecting Chicago Initiative. This is a project that builds on the months of preparation that we have done, that has led up to this very moment. Protecting Chicago will ensure that every Chicagoan knows their rights, that every single family is prepared, and every part of city government is directed to protect the people of Chicago from federal action. This sweeping executive order directs our Department of Law to pursue any and every legal mechanism to hold this administration accountable for violating the rights of Chicagoans. This order affirms that the Chicago Police Department will not collaborate with military personnel on police patrols or civil immigration enforcement. We will not have our police officers who are working hard every single day to drive down crime deputized to do traffic stops and checkpoints for the president. This order affirms the CPD officers will be directed to wear CPD uniforms and refrain from wearing masks so that residents can clearly distinguish them from federal agents. We do not want to see tanks in our streets. We do not want to see families ripped apart. We do not want grandmothers thrown into the back of unmarked vans. We don't want to see homeless Chicagoans harassed or disappeared by federal agents. We don't want to see Chicagoans arrested for sitting on their porch. That's not who we are as a city, and that's not who we are as a nation. My team and I have spoken with the governor, the county president, and with our federal delegation, and we are in complete alignment. The time for action is now.
City lawyers ordered to use every legal weapon against unconstitutional federal overreach. A demand for Trump to stand down on sending troops into Chicago. Chicago PD officially refusing to play sidekick in federal patrols, arrests, or immigration raids. Oh, and federal officers in Chicago, no more hiding behind masks. So here we are. Trump's got his chest puffed at Chicago, Johnson's digging in his heels, and the rest of us? We've got front row seats. Grab your snacks, this is going to be a long one. And you'll hear all about it right here on Code Blue in America, only on OGM News.
All right, friends, here's the deal. We need your support to level up our game. How can you help? Simple. Like, share, and drop a comment. Shower us with your love, your applause, or even your brutally honest displeasure. We can take it, we promise. Your feedback fuels us, even if it stings a little. And before you dash off, go ahead and smash that subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us everywhere. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Heck, if you're feeling retro, send us a carrier pigeon or a smoke signal. Stay awesome, stay witty, and we'll see you next time.